Are these new Grape 5 certified fresh, or is Jordan Brand just cashing in? Let's break down this OG Air Jordan 5 and find out if they're worth the over $200 retail price. Alright, so first unboxing in the brand new studio. Unfortunately, right off the bat, it's a little sullied, the unboxing, because of I don't know if it was the UPS driver or who it was. Probably not my driver. My driver's great. I don't think he'd do this. I think it was probably maybe in the back of a truck or in like a sorting center or something like that. But not very hopeful about this box inside this outer box. But I will say, it's a pair of sneakers that I've been looking forward to for a very long time. You guys already know what it is, just from the title and thumbnail. I mean, it doesn't leave much to the imagination, but I will say that I haven't seen this yet, so I'm really excited. Bought this pair from Grape for probably more than I should have, because I'm sure the price will drop a lot once we get closer to the release, while the box is, well, the outer box, look at this. Here we go, let's see what happens. Yeah, it's not great. It's not great. Oh man. Don't think it's Goat's fault, but man, that sucks. Way to start off the first unboxing in the new studio. It's like ripped too. Man, I don't know, it could be worse, I guess. I mean, I'm still getting the shoes. Hopefully the shoes are still in good condition, which I'm sure they are. Why isn't it focusing? Can you guys see that? There we go. Bummer. All right, well, without further ado, let's check out the shoes themselves. Here we go. Ooh, very nice, very nice. It looks like the shoes are fine, which, you know, is to be expected. We've got the Grape 5s. Look at these boys. Whew. Fire, oh my gosh. Straight fire. Look at that. Is everything good? We are good. That's okay. It just sucks. You know, you pay like $400 something for a shoe and you get a box that looks like this. So if I ever wanted to, I don't know, sometimes I end up not wanting a shoe and I end up selling it. Well, it's harder to sell when the box is damaged. In this case, I will be keeping it. It's my favorite pair of 5s, or one of my favorite pairs of 5s of all time. So it's definitely a keeper. But I will say overall, the shoes look incredible. They look very, very clean. They've got the Nike Air on the heel, which is such a nice touch. The colorway is, you know, it's fire. I mean, it's literally fire. Actually, I almost forgot. Let's take a quick look at the box, see what we've got. You've got a black, like a semi-gloss box with the red Jumpman in the center. You've got gray sides with black splatter print, and then of course you got the size tag right there, which you can actually see very, very well because of the way that the box is damaged. I got a size 9, which is my true size. The official colorway of the shoe is white new emerald grape ice. I'm excited about this shoe, man. Doesn't look like we've got any other sets of laces or hang tags or anything like that, so pretty simple unboxing. I thought there was a shoe tree in there, but there's not, there's just paper. And I'm stoked for these. I've always loved the Grape 5s, and it's not because of their iconic appearance on the feet of Will Smith in The Fresh Prince, although that nostalgia definitely doesn't hurt. I just personally love the colorway of the Grape 5s. Back in 1990, when these shoes first released, Jordan sneakers mainly only came in Bulls team colors, at least the OG releases. I mean, it was a pretty new and fashion-forward move by the brand to incorporate purples and emerald teals into the sneaker. The Grape 5 really leaned into that sort of off-court appeal and wear before that was really a thing. And of course, Will Smith wearing them laceless in The Fresh Prince of Bel-Air skyrocketed their popularity and made people really start to see them as a lifestyle model. But the question is, do the Grape 5s still hold up 35 years later? This shoe originally released alongside the metallic 5s in both versions of the Fire Reds as part of the first rollout of the Air Jordan 5s all the way back in 1990. Since then, the Grape 5s have actually only retroed a few times. The first being in 2006 as a lifestyle model, which was relatively limited. Then it released again in 2013 as a wider release, and finally in 2018 as a special laceless version of the shoe designed to pay homage to the Fresh Prince. But finally, this year we are getting a retro that is about as close to the original as we've ever gotten. Originally rumored to release in May, the Air Jordan 5 Grapes are set to release on June 21st for a retail price of $210. And if you want to grab a pair of these early, or you're just watching this video after they release, make sure to check out the resale price currently through the YouTube shopping tab on your screen. All right, so we are in the new studio. My wife is not holding the camera like usual, but she is in the new studio to give her input because you guys love when she gives her input. So, what's up? What do you think of this pair of shoes?
Very nice.
Very nice? Yeah, it's not bad, right? These are the Grape 5s, made famous not only by Michael Jordan, but also by the Fresh Prince of Bel-Air.
Oh, okay.
So,
I was gonna say, why do these colors look familiar?
I know. In West Philadelphia, born and raised. Not me, but you. Well, not West Philadelphia, but Philadelphia. What would you give these out of 10 while we're trying them on?
I think they're cool. Like an 8.
Okay. Solid. Well, in addition to trying these on, seeing how they fit, I also want to shout out the Apothecary socks I'm rocking right now. They're basic, everyday essentials Apothecary socks. We just dropped a bunch of lows on our website. Check them out right now. And we just dropped these Serape blankets, which are fire. And they're selling out like crazy, so check them out. But yeah, all the Apothecary socks I just mentioned, and Pretty much the entire fit can be found through the YouTube shopping tab on your screen and also on our website. But with that being said, you know what? I'm gonna use my couch. This is perfect. Perfect place to try on shoes. On foot, I'd say sizing wise, they do fit pretty much true to size. I mean, they fit like every other pair of Air Jordan 5s. I think for some people, they prefer to go up half a size. Some people, if you're wearing it without laces, you want to go down at least half a size. But in my case, true to size, perfect. I'm a size 9, these are a size 9, they fit great. On foot, does this change your opinion at all, or are they still kind of...
I really like them.
They're sick, right?
Yeah, they're cool.
I'm really into these a lot. They're probably my favorite pair of 5s. I probably, you know, we do have some, not spoil anything. Before these shoes release, we do have a pair of socks that match coming out. I don't have them yet though, so you guys can't see them, but imagine socks that kind of look like the shoes. Okay, on foot, does the rating change?
No, I think it's still up there. I think it's still good.
Okay, cool. All right, well, I was gonna say back to the studio, but we're in the studio, so I guess see you tomorrow. As you may have noticed, the shape of these Air Jordan 5s is a little bit different from the recent Metallic 5 Reimagines. It's actually much closer to the OG shape, and in my opinion, it looks incredible. Like the originals, the Air Jordan 5 Grape 2025s come in a relatively soft white leather upper. It's made up of multiple panels, the first being the mudguard around the toe of the sneaker, which has been adjusted to more closely resemble the originals. From what I can tell, it seems to be like a little bit more rounded on top of the toe. It's a little bit bigger than what you find on the Air Jordan 5 Reimagines, and I'm all about it actually. Just above that is another soft white leather panel, which leads into the white leather eye stays. And just like every other pair of 5s, this pair features TPU eyelets, and weaving through those eyelets are white flat laces. It's kind of all par for the course on this shoe, which I'm not mad at. As we all saw, this pair does not come with an extra set of laces inside the box, but hey, one of the most popular ways to wear this shoe is laceless, so maybe you don't even need one set of laces. You probably do. I'm glad they gave us laces. The 2018 pair didn't even have lace eyelets. You couldn't even add laces. It was weird, actually. Underneath the laces is a semi-translucent TPU mesh on the bottom half of the tongue, and the Jordan 5s are actually the first time that we've had this material on a pair of Air Jordan 5s. At least it was the first time back in 1990. Actually, to be fair, the 5s are also the first pair of Jordans to feature a reflective tongue, although that hit is not on the Grape 5s. Speaking of the top of the tongue, it comes in a shiny purple fabric and features a Jumpman embroidered into the center of it in emerald. The back of the tongue, as you can see, also comes in emerald with the upside down Jordan tag, which of course is because people would wear their tongues out like this. Back in the day, I was never one of those people. I also was probably 4 back in the day, so. The sock liner of the shoe comes in a black fabric with an emerald insole that features purple Nike Air branding on the heel. Although thin, the insole does feel pretty decent underfoot. I mean, the Air Jordan 5 in general is one of the more padded, but not the most comfortable pair of Jordans underneath your foot. Honestly, I think the most comfortable pair of Air Jordan 5s is actually the off-white 5s, which features the least padding in the shoe, but the upper is super flexible. The midsole has never been that comfortable though, even with that slightly softer insole. Again, as for sizing, I would say it fits true to size, or like any other pair of Air Jordan 5s. Yes, the upper of the shoe has been adjusted, but I still think it fits pretty much true to size. Moving back on the shoe, you get to the white leather midfoot panel, which features another mesh hit for breathability, which doesn't really help. Well, not that much. Of course, around the top of the ankle, you've got a lot of padding, and that's because the shoe is designed to be a high-top basketball sneaker for Michael to make quick cuts and break ankles, which of course requires some support and stability in the ankle area, so he doesn't break his ankles while he's doing those crazy moves. Moving around to the heel of the shoe, you've got your emerald stitched Nike Air branding, which I think looks incredible. It's so great to have this hit back on this shoe. Seriously, one of the best details on the sneaker, by far. The midsole comes in black, purple, and emerald. You don't really have a lot of black on the shoe, except for on the midsole, on the sock liner, and then on the toe of the sneaker. And of course, you've got your iconic shark teeth. For those of you that don't know, the Air Jordan 5 was actually inspired by World War II fighter planes, and the most prominent detail taken from those planes was the shark teeth. On the outsole, you've got an icy blue rubber that allows you to see through to the emerald Jumpman underneath, and of course, the midfoot comes in white rubber with the Nike branding like the OGs. But hey, let's get back to the question, is this retro a solid release or just a cash grab? Or is it both? I don't know. I'm joking. As someone who loves Grape 5s, I think this is probably the best retro that has ever dropped of this colorway. It's not a reimagined release, although the shape of the shoe has been updated to match the originals, and I love that Jordan Brand is doing that. I love the way they did that for the 85 breads that released earlier this year. In fact, those aren't even the same shape as the other Air Jordan 185s. They're like a brand new shape altogether. Well, not really brand new, but a shape that's newer based on the OGs. Compared side by side with the other recent release 85s though, it's actually not the same. And in the same way, this pair of Grape 5s is actually a different shape than the reimagined 5s that released earlier this year. This pair is an excellent release, and I think it's as close to the original Grape 5s as we've ever gotten. I mean, hey, 2025 has been my favorite year for Jordan releases, possibly ever. And this pair is just another example of why. I mean, sure, yeah, it's expensive at $210, but dang, I would pay that any day for this release. Again, if you want to grab this pair for yourself, you can check it out through the YouTube shopping tab on your screen. You might be paying more than $210 though, but you can check out the resale price if you want. But hey, if you made it to this point in the video, let me know in the comment section down below whether you're grabbing a pair of the Grape 5s when they drop in June. And as always, thank you so much for watching. Make sure to subscribe if you haven't yet, and I'll see you all in the next one.